Hey, I'm Peter Henry here. I'm here with my buddy Brad.
Hey.
And Brad is a registered massage therapist. He just came over and did my twice monthly massage. Got it in today. And I got to tell you, the benefits of massage are phenomenal, especially when it comes to your health and fitness. It's one of the things that can be often overlooked. We tend to look at our bodies in like constituent parts, little separate bits, like, I'm going to train some bicep, going to do some shoulder stuff and different things, but your whole body is a team, and your whole body really is kind of works together, kind of stuck together. And so there's areas of your body that will affect areas that have nothing to do with it, or so you think. And that can really impede your athletic performance. It can really get in your way. But you know what? Why don't we let Brad share some of the benefits of massage and that kind of thing? So yeah.
Those are some benefits of massage is lower stress levels, and treat chronic pain. We also identify areas of injury, so kind of is like very versatile. So for example,
Yeah.
if you have somebody who's very stressed out, working an office job, they're getting shit from their boss all the time,
Right.
they can help remove that emotional stress from the body.
Okay.
I can go into detail if you want about that, but
No, fair enough. So like how would a physical massage remove emotional stress from the body? Like how does that happen? I don't understand that.
so the body's response to stress is basically to cause muscles to tighten up. So this is back from our primitive days, from when we were running away from tigers. Your
Right,
muscles become
right.
more efficient when they get tighter because there's less time it takes for it to engage.
Right.
So that was really useful. I'm sorry.
So sorry. So when a muscle is not relaxed and it can move quicker and go about executing tasks faster. So things like killing potential predators or jumping or hiding would happen a lot quicker.
Yeah, or like running for your life.
Right, right. Okay, okay. So we still have that running for our life response, but now we live in a modern society where that gets triggered by,
Emotional stress.
right, so more less tangible things.
The
Okay.
problem is that stimulus is really good when we were running away from things or fighting for our lives, but now that it's being triggered by emotional stress, that stays with us. And so that state, which is only meant to be lasting for like maybe a few hours tops, is now staying on for weeks, years, decades.
Right, right. And this is what causes things like bad posture,
Mm.
stuff like that. A lot of like tension, anxiety, that kind of thing, you could say would be related to the body holding on to that
Absolutely.
stress.
So
Yeah.
mechanically, what happens is when massage releases that tension from the muscle,
Mm-hmm.
it also affects the emotional state that's carrying that caused that stress in the first place. And so when you can release that, it'll also release the emotion associated with that if that was the cause of the stress to begin with.
Interesting. So would you say it's not uncommon for patients, especially beginning patients, to like cry or have some sort of release when they get started with you?
It can happen sometimes, but usually we kind of know the areas that tend to cause that, and so we can avoid that unless that was like a goal they specifically had.
Oh, okay, cool. So you can kind of like,
You can choose to avoid like so they don't have like an overwhelming emotional release.
right,
Some
right,
people will like actually want that specifically, and will make that happen for them.
right. That's cool. Well, that's pretty neat. Yeah, and I think that that's integral to really succeeding with changing your body, really succeeding with weight loss as well too, and just being able to build more muscle. As you increase stress levels, stress is primarily to do with the hormone cortisol, and when cortisol goes up, any sort of muscle gains go down, and they pretty much halt. And same with weight loss. Any sort of fat loss or in the body halts as well. The body just kind of locks up, stops doing what it's doing because it doesn't know how long the attack is going to last, and it doesn't know when it's going to get food next, when it can relax, so it hangs on to everything it has. And nowadays, our stress can be constant, it can be enduring, and we can be under really high levels of stress all the time. And so this is critical in order to release that, in order to give your body a break and give your emotions a break and actually be able to make proper physical progress. So if anyone's out there with like a great fitness routine and wanted to get started with that, and they've been making excellent progress over the last couple months, and the progress starts to stall, you may want to consider getting a massage. You may want to consider getting looked at.
Well, there'll be a lot of times where sometimes like people are doing weightlifting when they're first learning, they'll make some mistakes and they'll get some injuries. They don't really think much about it. They push through and then it turns into a problem later on.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
something that can be identified.
So what are some of the problems that can occur?
Like one kind of rookie mistake people make is they'll do what's called like trap pull,
Yeah.
where it's basically they'll hold onto a dumbbell like this, and then they go and they shrug their shoulder up like that.
Right.
And then what happens is when they do that, it puts a lot of strain on that muscle because that muscle's not really designed for that.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
so people just get locked up in the shoulders, and then when this gets locked up, they'll have problems with their neck or with their back of their arm. Sometimes they'll lose range of motion in their arm from weightlifting.
Okay. Okay. So now weightlifting is a really popular activity. I love it. I do it all the time. What would you say to me in order to help maintain my range of motion or increase my range of motion and still be able to do what I love?
So the main thing is you want to be stretching before and after your workouts.
Okay.
So that's a huge thing. You want to warm up those tissues. You don't want to be doing weightlifting cold because that's how you're more prone to injury. Think about it this way. I can stretch for 10, 15 minutes beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can spend more time on my weightlifting. Or I can just try to crank out my gains or whatever, and then I get a muscle tear and I'm out for 2 months.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a
And
fair
it's like
point.
2 months of gains you just lost there, and you could have just did 15 minutes of stretching.
Now, do you feel like warm-up sets are still a good idea if you've done adequate stretching, or can you go right into the weight?
I would still do warm-up sets.
You would still do warm-up sets on top of stretching? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, are warm-up sets adequate enough? Could you just avoid the stretching and just do a light warm-up set?
Well, the warm-up set and the stretching kind of target two different things. The stretching breaks apart any fascia. Fascia is the binding that goes between your muscle fibers and the muscle bellies themselves and kind of gives the muscle shape.
Oh, okay.
So over time, fascia will develop. It's kind of like a fuzz that grows over your muscle. So you need to stretch that out. You need to break apart the fascia that's restricting it.
Right.
So that way you're not going to get muscle tears.
Okay.
The warm-up sets are more about priming all the muscle fibers and warming up the fibers that way.
Right.
So stretching is more about fascia.
And do you think it's also like priming the mind as well too, because you've got the neurons firing in that pattern, and it's just kind of like getting your nervous system ready for that. I think that has a lot to do with it. I know some lifts I have to kind of psych myself out on, and I kind of do either the form with no weight or something like that, just to kind of like get my body mechanically thinking about it, get it ready to do that motion.
Yeah, there's too often that's a good way to do it. Like a lot of people will find kind of a workout routine that works for them. Like some people like outside of weightlifting, like they'll listen to music that gets them psyched up, so like loud, really powerful, like movie soundtracks or something like that.
It's interesting that you say that because like a lot of people I think really love music while they work out, and actually I'm one of the few that I really don't. I really don't like any music. I don't like any distractions. If I'm working with a partner, I want him to be focused and I want him to be right here. If he's going to be my spot, he better be paying attention. Otherwise, it actually detracts from me. I'd rather do the lift alone than have a spotter who's inattentive. You know what I mean?
Well, so when you're spotting somebody, you do definitely need that.
Yeah, yeah, and it's even still like when I work out alone, like I just don't want any music. I don't want anyone talking to me. I just want to be with me. And like saying I don't bring my phone into the gym. That's one thing I never understand is the whole phone in the gym thing. Cut that shit out unless you're using your phone for tracking, like tracking all your weights and stuff. Maybe you've got an app like Fit Notes. That's not a bad way to do it, but just leave that shit in your locker. You're tied to it every day, all day. Same with everyone's trying to get your attention in other parts of your life. Give yourself an hour where it's just you, and you'll be amazed how much more grounded you feel, how much stronger you feel, and how much more you can take when life kind of like just throws random stress and random crap at you, because you become centered. You become centered back on yourself, and all the weird stresses of life don't actually seem all that stressful. You can see them for what they are. At least I find I do. So for me, it's huge.
Well, everyone kind of just does what works for them for the most part. Like for example, when I work out, I really love to have just like loud blasting, like really just aggressive music.
What's your favorite music when you work out?
I usually will just like really listen to like really hard rap, or I'll put on something like a movie soundtrack, something like you're like fighting this battle with like 100,000 soldiers against like that, and it's just
Okay.
like big giant drums and burn,
Okay.
really just aggressive and kind of just gets the blood flowing.
Right on. That's cool. Sweet. So yeah, in conclusion, massage is a great idea and a great tool to continue your progress, um, especially if you've been making great progress with your fitness routines, with your exercise routines, and you've been stalling out. And if you've been stalling out, that's a notification that you've hit a plateau. And usually a plateau means that your cortisol levels have kind of reached kind of a peak point where your returns have kind of diminished to zero, and there needs to be some sort of change in your body, some sort of change in your routine in order for that to go back down. And I found that massage and regular massage helps me avoid a lot of plateaus going forward. And that allows me to get more consistency out of my routine, and I don't have to change it up as much. I avoid a lot of frustration. I don't have to change my diet as much either. So yeah, your body is a pretty interesting machine, and I would definitely urge you to find a registered massage therapist and link up with them, and make sure you go to the same one over again, because then they get to know your body, they get to know your problems, and your treatments become that much better.
Yeah, one thing I like to add is that not every massage therapist does things the same. There's hundreds, if not like thousands, of modalities of massage. So, for
Really?
example, like there is some massage where it's like really specifically for people who just want to relax. Like, it's very gentle, very smooth. Like, it has a very good rhythm to it.
Yeah.
It's very soft. It's more about just kind of stimulating the nervous system, and it kind of just gives you a sense of well-being.
Okay.
So it's meant for that, and some people really enjoy that. Or, for example, for you, for instance, I just give you super deep pressure.
Yeah,
It's
that's
more
true.
about just breaking apart any of the adhesions that you're getting from your workouts.
Yeah, exactly. I really do need that breakup. Well, that's good to know. So, explore options, talk to a few massage therapists, and see what works for you. Find the one you need. I strongly recommend it. Anyway, thank you for listening. Take care.
Take care.